Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday morning. I feel like April is rushing by, so I knew this month was going to be very busy, so I'm very grateful for these stillness meditations that we have that just really kind of help slow down and realign the week. And I'm going to encourage you to continue these on your own, to practice, 20 minutes of this style of shamatha or vipassana practice. And my mantra of the week that I'm personally working with, that I'm going to offer you as well, that you'll hear me say in our meditation today is, I am aware of awareness, or I am aware of awareness itself. And really allowing, shamatha is a more spacious version of mind training practice. Vipassana gets really honed in on a particular focus, like when we focus on the space between our nose and our mouth to, just holding the breath. And shamatha allows a little bit more space to, you'll hear me initially talk to become aware of the sounds in the room. And we use that as a tool for kind of this expanded awareness. And then we kind of bring that in and just become aware of the whole body. And it's trying to utilize awareness with being aware of awareness. So it's like we want to be aware of our body, but without labeling it like, oh, my shoulder hurts, or I'm tight here, or I feel tense here, like without going through all the labelings. We're just becoming that observer to notice when we become aware of the body. Do we start to talk about it? Do we start to chatter? And can we use the awareness to slow down the chatter and to just be aware of the body without the label, but with the spaciousness? And then we keep refining the awareness inwards, where we might direct it to our breath or our heartbeat or wherever you want to land kind of internally. And then continuing as we quiet the mind and still the mind and focus, we start to move again deeper into that observer seat where we just become aware of awareness. So shamatha is very similar because it's mind training like vipassana, but without the, just really firm determination to stay in one place. We're training the mind to stay, but in the spaciousness of awareness itself. And so that that's felt really good for me, because sometimes Vipassana is like it can become a strain. And I like that one too. I really do feel like Vipassana is so powerful for learning how to still the mind, where we have that Jedi-like mind. But shamatha is the same thing, but just more awareness. So as we continue to deepen into that, we can take that observer mind awareness and put it in our auric field. We can put it into the quantum field. We can merge with our higher self and kind of bring down more of that higher frequency awareness. So I'm going to continue with that for this month, and as we move into May, just working on awareness of awareness itself, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. My chair keeps spinning for some reason. Thank you for making time to be here in the middle of your busy day, and for making it important to connect with stillness and to cultivate inner silence, so that as we drop the chatter and the constant data collection and resolve that our brain is always trying to do, we can really strengthen that observer mindset. So making any adjustments you need to feel stable in your seat, comfortable, but body alert. And providing a nice lift in the spine, and roll your shoulders up and back a couple of times, dropping your shoulder blades down the back body, bright and open across the heart space. And then a slight tucking of the chin, just really so that you can lengthen the back of the neck and lift the crown towards the spacious sky. And just settle your bones. And let your bones become heavy anchors, and the energetic roots pulling you into the earth. And giving yourself no rush, no urgency to arrive, but be intentional. I am arriving in the here and now. I set aside my day so far, give myself this gift of presence in each now moment. And as we attune our observer self, just taking a couple scans of our physical body and just noticing if there's anything you can do to make yourself more comfortable or more supported. Feel free to make those adjustments. And settling into a shape of stillness. Observing the breath as you flow naturally in and out of the body. Notice how your energy feels today. If you've been busy, and just see yourself settling in. Notice any buzzing of busyness. Invite some deeper breaths to slow it down just a little bit. And we're going to do just a few rounds of some breath work to help settle into a focused state of awareness. We're going to take the 4-7-8 breath. And instructions first. You'll empty the breath all the way and then take 4 seconds to breathe in, where you focus on breathing in from the emptiness, where you fill your belly, you feel your ribs lift and expand, bringing the breath up to the chest, the collarbones brighten, and that 4th second lifts the head, and then you hold the breath in that fullness for 7 seconds. And then you control the breath all the way out for 8 seconds, which is really doubling the inhale to the exhale. But we have that long hold breath retention at the top of the breath. And then as you empty all the way out to the bottom, you feel yourself contract in and squeeze the belly, which will probably happen around the 4th second. And using those last 4 seconds to squeeze any remaining air out. And then the breath immediately begins to return and fill up again for a hold at the top. And so I'll guide you through a few rounds and then let you take a few rounds on your own so that you can work with your own breath count so you don't feel in any sort of rush, any sort of hurry. So let's take a nice big cleansing breath in and a big sigh out of the mouth. Feeling your shoulders and body drop towards the earth, squeezing everything all the way empty. And then inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, your full and hold breath retention at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly empty the breath out. 7, 6, 5, 4. Start squeezing the belly, fully emptying the belly all the way out to the bottom. And then your breath, your body starts to receive again. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Your full hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breath control. Relaxed, empty out. 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeezing the belly all the way empty. Bottom of the breath. Inhale, begin again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Go ahead and start to count on your own, or you can just practice that same rhythm, filling up for 4. Holding, body is full but relaxed, no strain. You can imagine all of that prana percolating into every cell in your body, through your nerves, your muscles, your bones, your fascia. Just feeling full. And after 7 counts, you empty for 8, controlling the breath out. Feel no rush, just a slow release of the breath as the body deflates, starts to contract, bringing that energy back down to the earth, squeezing out any stagnant energy from your day, all the way empty. And take 2 more rounds on your own, inhaling for 4, holding for 7, and emptying from top to bottom for 8. Last round, filling up, taking your time, belly, ribs, heart, head, holding at the top, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, feeling the heart and chest full, back body full. And slowly start to release the breath, unhurried, unrushed, grounding you back towards the earth. And once you squeeze this breath out at the bottom, we're just going to hold and rest in the emptiness for just a few moments. If you need to breathe, breathe. But try to rest in the emptiness and resisting that first initial urge. And then as you're ready, start to let breath back in again, just finding a natural rhythm. And take a moment to just observe how you feel internally, noticing the quality of your mind, the ability to settle into stillness a little bit more. And then I want you to take your awareness to your ears and really concentrate on your ears and your ability to hear any sounds that you might hear in your surrounding, quiet hum of your house or your environment, any external sounds outside of your windows, or if you're outside, any sounds within nature. Let all of your awareness come to the sounds. You can play with extending your awareness to sounds that are close, and then extending your proximity, taking in sounds just a little bit further away. Just see what you notice. And with this practice of shamatha, we're using our awareness to notice without labeling. So try to just be aware of sounds. I am aware of sounds. Extending your hearing a little bit further away. Again, trying to practice just hearing without labeling. And then start to pull your field of awareness in sounds a little closer towards your own body field, a little closer to the sounds near your ears. And then bringing your awareness all the way in through your ears into your body. And concentrating inwards, notice if you hear any internal sounds. Again, we're just practicing the sensation of noticing without trying to label or separate, really feeling this oneness with whatever it is you hear. Our mantra currently to help you expand there is just I am aware. And as you move inwards, you might notice any mental chatter. You might notice an internal hum in your body or the sound of your heartbeat. And then go ahead and start to find a place to land your awareness. So I'd like you to let that be your own intuitive guidance. You might decide to go into your own 0 point altar within your heart space. You might land at the rise and fall of your belly. You might go to the space between your nose and your mouth where you can become aware of breath sensation. The shoulders are a nice place to land where you just notice the rise and fall, that subtle lift and lowering of the shoulders as you breathe gently and naturally. And just find a place to rest your awareness. Continuing to train the mind to stay wherever you decide to land, with just this intention to stay and focus here without any sort of strain. And this gives us a place to rest as we try to expand our focus to awareness itself. So we'll spend the next few minutes in quiet where you're just shifting ever so subtly in between awareness of your resting place and awareness itself. And you might feel yourself toggle between the two, and we're seeking to land somewhere in the middle way where you just are in the awareness of awareness itself. It's a very subtle difference, and it's just a practice. There's no wrongdoing. I'm going to start to pull my words away. I'll check back in. Wherever you are sitting with your awareness, there should be a gentle heartbeat or a gentle in and out of the breath, a gentle rise and fall of the body. I am aware of awareness. You might feel yourself floating on the wave of consciousness, shifting between awareness itself and the place that you're resting. Subtle shifts, just like a gentle wave. And anything that pulls you away from this concentration, it's no problem. Just simply return. That is the practice. If you notice your mind trying to label anything, just become aware of that as part of the practice and breathe some bigger breaths, giving yourself space to just be aware of awareness. Focus a little bit more spacious today, riding the waves of your breath, observing without labeling, just awareness itself. And you're doing great. Just a little bit longer here. Focusing with no strain, expanded awareness. The effort is without too much concentration, but also not too dull. Alert, aware, spacious. And I'm going to have you shift your concentration landing spot. So whether you're in your heart or your nose or your belly, shoulders, wherever you've landed, go ahead and expand your awareness to the field around your body. So just imagine that your entire ability to concentrate moves into your auric field. And just kind of scan this area as you continue to maintain a gentle breath. It helps to take a few deeper breaths to feel yourself moving outwards. Take some deeper breaths. Just kind of let your awareness scan this area. Make sure you move around the front of your body, the sides of your body, back body. Kind of breathe and sense all around you. And again, without trying to label, just notice this energy, this magnetism, this buzzing of life force, this quality of aliveness all around you, above and below, front and back, side to side. We're going to take about 5 more breaths here, just feeling into this space all around you. And just for this practice today, we're not trying to see it with any color or label it. Just a feeling, just a sensory feeling. Awareness, our field of awareness expanding around the body, above, below, side to side, front to back. Allowing these next couple of breaths to grow your field, or if you feel like pulling your field in a little closer to you, whatever feels more comfortable. And then as we start to close out our practice, you can pull your field into whatever distance from your body feels most stabilizing for you. So you can pull that in just a little bit, maybe within 3 feet of you. Just imagine that you're kind of tidying up your own energy field that's been cleared. It's been stabilized, fortified with your attention, with your breath, your focus. And now it's comfortable in whatever shape, whatever closeness. And then just start to draw your awareness back into your body, feeling yourself land present in your physical body. And we'll spend just 3 more breaths here, coming back to that feeling of groundedness in your seat. Notice any changes since you first began your practice, if you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more at ease. And then I want you to go ahead and cross your hands over your chest, hooking your thumb. You're just going to take a few butterfly pats on your chest to just kind of reconnect physically. And this tapping here, cross-body tapping, helps the nervous system stabilize. I am calm, peaceful, joyful presence. And if you would like, you can go ahead and rub your hands vigorously, just bringing some energy back into the body. Give yourself some love and gratitude for showing up today. Thank you for adding your energy, your love, and your presence to our meditation today. And for anyone else that does this meditation practice later, thank you so much. And go ahead and cup your hands over your eyes and blink your eyes behind the hands. And you can take your hands away whenever you feel ready, returning back into your space. Yeah, you might give yourself a little energetic wipe down. It's always nice to kind of caress the body to feel like you're back on earth. All right, so I'm just going to continue. This practice is feeling really strong for me, and I'm going to continue to offer you to stay with this 20 minutes minimum practice of Shamatah Vipassana. I do upload these to my YouTube channel and share in the Vibe Tribe WhatsApp group. So if you ever need them to go back to so that you can continue to have some guided practices each day, feel free to use those. Um, I've been finding it really helpful for my own nervous system, staying grounded, but really, I also feel it's very powerful for our dream world to help us in lucid dreaming. And if you are wanting to have more connection to your higher self, your soul essence, your guides, or working with the elementals, having that ability to concentrate, to be able to communicate with the unseen realms is really necessary and powerful. So I know for those of you that are joining us on our retreat in Taos this summer, in May, starting May 5th, I'm going to be guiding these twice a week specifically for our Taos group. And it will be more helpful for the retreat if you really do these practices every day. So the more we can have a calm nervous system and the ability to focus, it'll help us connect with that unseen realm much easier once we get to Taos and start to work with the elementals. And so for those of you that have been doing this since February with me, you'll be really ready. But either way, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this practice. Out of all the hundreds that I've learned, this is the most powerful and useful. So thank you so much. Again, this work is very important for us individually, but also as a group, and then also for the energy of the collective on the planet. So thank you so much for being dedicated to your practice, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And before we sign off, if anybody has anything to say, I'll give you just a moment, but otherwise, no problem. All right. Thanks, you guys. Love you. Big love. Have a good day.